Hey y'all, it's your girl JaundraTenice or C_J_Go or JaundraT Clark or whatever social media handle you happen to follow me under. And today is the labor and delivery story time video. So as y'all can see, your girl did chop her hair off again, but we can do another video on that. And what else? And y'all see we have a special guest in the building. You know what I'm saying? I was just recording the video and I said, hold on, let me go get a chair. Had to go get more than a chair. He was sitting in his swing in the front. Anyways, that ain't got nothing to do with the video. What I was about to say. I recorded the intro to this video so many times it don't make no sense. But we're here. Zane say we're here. We're here and we're about to get started. Oh, that's what I was about to say. I'm using the front camera on my phone, so if the video quality is trash, that is why. My camera is in the front, but it's easier for me to record and edit and post on my phone because I ain't got no computer in here, obviously. So, you know, that's what we're doing right now. But we're about to get started and get into the story. So, my original due date was October the 6th, and my last doctor's appointment was October 2nd. So, I was cool being pregnant, honestly. I didn't have any complications. I wasn't in no type of pain. I ain't feel no type of contractions, and if I did, well, if I was having them, I didn't feel them. The Braxton hits, all of that, didn't get it. Leg cramps, didn't get it. I wasn't doing them, just getting fat. That's it. That's all that was happening in my life. So, toward, like, I'll say the week before October, the last week of September, basically, is when I started, was like, okay, now I'm over being pregnant at this point. I'm just ready to see him. I want to know what he looked like. I want to know, like, about him. Blah, 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 all of that. So, the morning of October 2nd, I woke up like this. Well, it's a video on my channel. If you're new here, you can go back and check the channel. If y'all been here, y'all pretty much know how the labor and delivery went, but I'm going to tell it to you anyways. So, October 2nd morning, my last doctor's appointment, around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I kept feeling like I had to go to the restroom. So I get up and I go to the bathroom. I sit on the toilet, TMI, and I'm pushing. Ain't nothing coming out. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Go lay back down. 10 minutes later, I'm up again on the toilet. Pushing. Ain't nothing coming out. I did that probably like 4, 5 times before I got to the point where I gotta be dreaming. I know I just went to the bathroom. So I got to the point where I just stayed up and I kept getting that pain. Hold on. Yeah, anyways, don't nobody need to be in our business. This Zane clothes robe, my robe and stuff on the back. Y'all see wigs on the wall. Don't mind that. So, I kept getting this pain, so I stayed up to see if I was actually going to the bathroom or if I was just dreaming. I was actually going to the bathroom every 10 minutes. And it felt like I had cramps where it felt like you just gotta push. So that's what I kept doing. So I did that to around I couldn't sleep. So I was up every 10 minutes going to the bathroom until about 9 o'clock. I think my appointment was at 10 or 11. So I slept for like 30 minutes to an hour. And then went to my doctor's appointment. So I told my doctor that I was having a lot of pain. Well, it wasn't pain. I was having a lot of pressure in my lower abdominal area. So he was just like, you pregnant. That's normal. I was like, okay, whatever. So I was like, check me. Mom was like, check and see if she dilated. So he was sticking his fingers up there. He just like this, just struggling, trying to get his fingers up there. And they were saying Zane was sitting too low where his head was all the way down there. But my cervix was behind his head or something like that, and my doctor could get his fingers around his head to check and see if I dilated yet. That didn't make sense to me till I Googled it later, so it might not make sense to y'all, but that's what happened. So he couldn't check me because he couldn't get his fingers back there, so he just said, "You not dilated." So I was like, whatever. So the pressure, well, the pain that I was having every 10 minutes that morning had went away for the most part, but the pressure was still there. So when we left the doctor's appointment, we went to eat. We went to Old Charlie's, and when I was sitting at Old Charlie's, it came back, and I was just like this, sitting at the table trying to eat them Chipotle chicken tenders. I was just like this, chewing and holding on to the table at every 10 minutes. Thank you, Granny. Chewing and holding on to the table every 10 minutes. And I went to the bathroom. You want this? No. But I went to the bathroom at Old Charles, and I was pushing in there, and I was like, oh my goodness, if I feel like if I could just poop, I'll feel better. So long story short, then that happened again. So I'm sitting at the table every 10 minutes. Again, we back to the 10-minute thing. And Mom was just sitting there looking at me. And she was like, are you in pain? You need to go to the hospital. I said, I'm not in pain. I just feel pressure. Because it didn't feel like pain. It just felt like a lot of pressure. So that was happening every 10 minutes. We left Old Charlie's. Went to Target. Because at this point, my bag was not packed. I didn't have a bag. I didn't have a bag packed. Zane had a diaper bag, but it wasn't packed because I was like, I ain't going to labor no time soon. I didn't even feel like I was going into labor no time soon. But whatever, we walking around Target. I'm struggling around Target. Same thing happening. I'm going to the bathroom. Nothing coming out. I was just like, at this point, it is what it is. We left Target, went to Mom's house. We chilling. Y'all know Mom stay across the street. So we chilling. And I'm still over there like this. I ain't made a noise because, you know, I'm a thug out here in these streets. So I'm like this, holding it in. Every time I feel it, I'm just squeezing. And then when it's over, I'm just like, okay. And I open my eyes, everybody's just looking at me laughing. But I was dead serious. And Mom was like, if you still in pain by 4 o'clock, we going to the hospital. So 4 o'clock came, and she was like, you ready to go? I was like, no. So she was like, you still in pain by 5:30, we're going to the hospital. So I got tired of her threatening to take me to the hospital, so I just came home. Came home, got on my little bouncy ball. As long as I was sitting on the ball, I was fine. Then it got to the point where the pain was just like, it was increasing. It went from pressure to a little bit of pain. And I went to the bathroom. I'm still pushing. Ain't nothing happening. I'm bouncing on the ball. As long as I'm on the ball, I'm fine. But if I sit down, if I lay down, if I stand up, I was just going through it. I started throwing up. Mom was like, we going to the hospital. She hopped in the car. She threw a bag in the car. Don't know what was in it. I think like a t-shirt and some pants or something like that. But she wasn't expecting. She had a backpack, but I didn't. But I was like, they about to send me home. I don't feel like I'm going into labor. We go downtown to the med, to the labor and delivery emergency part. I had to go back there by myself. So Mom went, parked the car, did all that. And I was in there with 2 other girls getting my vitals checked and whatnot. So, well, I'm sitting there. And the other girl, one girl, she on the phone texting. Just like she's scrolling through Facebook, chit-chat, hee-hee, ha-ha. Other girl on the phone having a full conversation. And I'm sitting there like this. I was like, and in my mind, I was like, I can't be the only one in pain like this. Why they in here? If they ain't in pain, I must be in the wrong place. And I was getting mad because I was just like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? But I ain't saying nothing because y'all know I'm a thug. So I'm sitting there thugging it out. And when they got our rooms ready, the nurse came and she told me, come follow me to the room. So I followed her to the room and she said, the other 2, we're pretty sure that they going home. You, I don't know about. So what you mean you don't know about? I ain't got no clothes. I was like, I ain't got no clothes. What I'm supposed to do? So, of course, they make you strip, put the gown on. So I'm sitting there with the gown on. Turns out my blood pressure was through the roof. So, because my blood pressure was so high, they was going to have to induce me. So, you know, wouldn't have happened to me or Zane. I don't know how the blood pressure situation worked. But basically, my blood pressure was high. So, they went ahead and, they started talking about induction. So, she was like, we having a baby tonight. I said, tonight? Mind you, it's like 9, 10 o'clock at night. And she was like, oh, we gonna have to induce you. So of course I had signed paperwork about if the induction don't work and I can't do a vaginal delivery, then I'm gonna have to do a C-section. Then the side effects and all of that of the C-section, the induction, and they might have to suck them out with a vacuum and all this other stuff that I did not want to hear, but had to sign all that paperwork. My mama got back there and she was just like, what they saying? I said, we're not going home tonight. They hooked my, they strapped me down, all of that, hooked me up to the machine, and the machine showed that I was having contractions. And when I tell y'all I wish I knew where the paper was. These contractions were going off the page. And I was sitting there. Of course, every few minutes I was in pain, but I was looking at the contractions, and they said that if my blood pressure wasn't so high, that they would have sent me home, and I would have went into labor on my own within a week or so. So I'm sitting there, and I think I wasn't in active labor yet. I was in the early stage because they said I wasn't dilated or nothing like that. So I was just like, in my mind, if this ain't active labor, I ain't gonna make it. They gonna have to put me to sleep because this right here is for the birds. Do you hear me? Like, I was almost in tears, and I wasn't even dilated yet. I was just now starting to have contractions, and I was just like, Jesus, this can't be right. Anyways, long story short, they get me in the room with the little baby microwave, as Layla used to call it, and they ain't give me the medicine to induce me yet, so I'm just in the room having contractions. I think, fast forward to like 5, 6 o'clock the next morning, October 3rd, they came in, started the medicine. Now I think it was before 5, 6 o'clock, like 3, whatever. It was early in the morning on October 3rd. They came in and started the medicine to induce me and whatnot. So they gave me the medicine. They started checking me. Then the contractions got worse. And I'm sitting there, I'm squeezing the side of the bed. I got tears going down my eyes. I was just like, whoo, in my mind, I was like, Jesus, please be with me. I just want to get comfortable. Because at this point, I ain't got no epidural. I ain't got no type of pain medication. I'm thugging it out. So I was just like, whoo, Jesus, be with me. I don't know if I can take this. Whoo, in my mind. But out loud, this is what I was doing. Every time I was in pain, like, I wanted to cuss so bad, y'all, but I ain't do it because y'all know I don't curse. But I mean, if it came down to it, I was gonna let a few slip. So I'm sitting there, and mom was like, "Do you want the epidural? Do you want the epidural?" I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna wait. And it got to the point I was like, F it, give it to me. Because I got tired of them asking. So I was just like, go ahead, give it to me. Because she was like, you wait too late, you can't get it. I did not want any type of pain medicine. I wanted to have him natural. And I did not want to be laid up in the hospital. I wanted to go to the hospital when I was like 8, 9 centimeters where he about to come out. But of course, your plan don't work the way you planned it. Your plan don't work the way you planned it out. Whatever, y'all know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, everybody had to get out the room to give me the epidural. I was so scared. I was just crying. And I was like, I don't want to be in here by myself. I'm not about to cry. That's what I'm not about to do right now. But I was like, I don't want to be in here by myself. So anyways, they put everybody out, gave me the epidural. It took an hour. Like, literally. So some Arabian lady stuck me. And then she was like, do you feel this? And I was like, yeah, like my leg tingling a little bit. And then they was like, okay. She did something else. And then she was like, do you feel this? I said, yeah, I still feel it. And then a white man had to come in there and do it. And I was just like, something ain't right. But I'm in pain. I ain't trying to hear none of that. So they finally got it together where my legs went numb. And I was cool for a nice little hour, I guess. It only felt like 5 minutes to me, but I think it was a nice little hour. Then I started pressing that button because they give you that button to press to get the medicine going when you feel like you need some more. So I'm pressing the button. I'm good. I took a nap at this point. A little doze off every now and then. Then all of a sudden, I started feeling my toes on my right side, and I'm pressing the button because I was like, I said, it's about to happen. I'm about to have a contraction, and I'm starting to feel my toes. So the medicine wearing off, so I'm pressing the button, and it said the medicine was coming. So my left side completely numb, but I started feeling my calf muscles. I was wiggling my toes, rolling my ankle. Then I started feeling my knees. Then I started feeling my legs. I'm just pressing the button because I was just like, it's not working. It's not working. So it got to the point where everything on my left side was numb. I felt everything on my right side. So at that point, I just accepted it. I turned over on my right side to put some pressure on it so it wouldn't hurt so much. And I was still in pain, and my mom was like, do you want me to tell the doctor to come check you? And I was like, no, I'm good, because I didn't want them to keep checking me, because at this point, I think I was at like a 5 or a 6, and they had already checked me twice, and I was still at the same, I was still dilated at 5 or 6, so I didn't want to keep being disappointed. So she kept saying, do you want me to tell them to come check you? Do you want me to tell them to come check you? Do you want me to tell them to come check you? And I was like, no, 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 no. And then the last time she asked, about the 10th, 11th, 12th time that she asked, I was like, go ahead and tell them to come check me. So the lady came and to check and see if I dilated some more. So she checked and she said, you ready to have a baby? Start cutting lights on, and I was like, what? She was like, I was 9 centimeters, 9, 10, something like that. She was like, you about to have a baby. So she started cutting lights on, blah, blah. I started throwing up. I was like, I was just, my hands were shaking, I was just throwing up. So I was just like, oh, here we go. That's how we got here in the first place. Something about to happen. So, fast forward. I'm tired, y'all. Fast forward. My legs up in the air. All the lights on. They telling me to push. So, I'm pushing. Mind you, I still feel everything on my right side. My left side is numb. It's good. I feel everything on my right side. So, I'm pushing. And pushing. And pushing. And it just felt like he was stuck right there. Like my thing was spread, and his head was just right there. And I just felt like, and in my mind I was like, oh Jesus, oh, I need some help. I can't do this. I was crying. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Pushing back inside of me. I need another week to think about this. Like I just can't. I was just, that's why I was crying, because I was like, I can't do this. I'm not strong enough. I'm tired. That's it. I ain't got no more energy. Y'all gonna have to suck them out. Y'all gonna have to do something, because I can't make it. I'm not gonna make it. So, when I said that, they was standing there, and I said, he's slipping, because it felt like he was sliding real slow out of me. So I was like, he's slipping. And they started pushing my legs back, because I guess they thought I said I'm slipping. But as soon as I said that, he said boop and popped out. And I was like, whoa. He popped out, and he was so cute. He was crying. Well, he wasn't cute. Well, he was always cute. But, he was slimy and stuff. They laid him on me. And he was just so precious. And I really forgot about all the contractions and all of that when they laid him on me and whatnot. I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus, it's over. Oh, I'm tired. Where you go? They took him away, and then they started, like, stitching something. And I was just, what y'all doing? Well, I wasn't worried about that. I was tired, so I was just laying there. And Mom was like, how you feel? I was like, I feel better if my legs were still in the air. So they was stitching something up, because I think I got like one tear or something like that. They didn't explain nothing to me. They had students in there, which I do not recommend. Like, y'all ain't finna be testing on me, so y'all need to find somebody else. I'm trying to have a baby here. This ain't no educational course. So they had students doing something, so they was trying to deliver the placenta. They had a student doing it. So he was like telling me to push, and then he was like taking out piece by piece and all this other stuff. So the doctor, the real doctor, came in, and she was just like, on the count of 3, I want you to push like you gotta poop. So she was like 1, 2, 3, and I pushed. The whole thing came out. I was like, this man been sitting here playing with me for almost 30 minutes, and she came over here and did it in 2 seconds. But anyways, that's my labor and delivery. My labor and delivery story. But of course, y'all know I had complications after that. So I'm going to put that in a part 2. But this is the first part of my labor and delivery story. I was expecting to go to the doctor for my last doctor's appointment. And, I didn't tell y'all that. So when we were at the doctor October 2nd for my last doctor's appointment, we had scheduled the induction for Saturday morning at 5 o'clock and everything. They told me don't eat. They gave me the instructions and all of that. We scheduled a whole induction. October 2nd, we scheduled it for October 6th. And then that night, I was in the hospital and I had him the next day. Look at God. Won't he do it? Because I did not want to be induced. I really didn't want to be induced, but had to do what you had to do. And, yeah. I'm trying to think if I forgot something or left something out of the labor and delivery. I think that was it for the labor and delivery part. But post delivery, it was worse than the labor and delivery. But I'm going to talk to y'all about that in part 2, which is coming tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned for that. I will have the same outfit on because I'm going to record it like right now. And yeah, more than likely I'm going to put him down because he's tired. And yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If I left anything out or if you want to know anything else, please leave it in the comment section below. Or I might address it in the next video before you leave it in the comment section below. But leave it in the comment section anyways, and we can chit-chat down there. I'm going to do what they don't tell you about being pregnant, what they don't tell you about giving birth, what they don't tell you about after birth, all of that other stuff. I'm going to do all those videos later. But I just want to thank y'all for rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? Staying in this thing with a real G. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Can I look into everything that I need? Baby,